Hey, Blessed Tribe, it's Coach Jess. I'm back again with another mental health motivational word. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Saturday, okay? It is the end of my day. Today, I have been just getting my steps in. I've been spending time with my baby. I have been just in communion with my daddy like all day from like sun up until sundown, okay? And I just got up the nerve to get on here because I was like, listen, when you spend a lot of time with your daddy, it feels kind of different coming out and getting around people. That's why a lot of leaders that you will see in your community, they do not fool with folks. They do not get in large crowds. They have no interest in it. They will say no in a heartbeat. They know how difficult it is to go in the high spirit with your daddy and then come back with just regular people who may be along their individual journeys, and all of us are at different journeys in our pathway. Okay, so I kind of am feeling that feeling today where it's just like, I really ain't feeling people like that. But I did want to spend some of my time with you all. I love coming up here. This is like my highlight of my day. Okay, outside of like mothering and doing my day-to-day duties of wearing my hat of being people's family members and people that's being someone that people can depend on, and getting with my daddy, spending individual time with myself, sleeping, resting, getting my individual steps in, reaching my goals, praying, meditating, watching a few TV shows, just going about my day-to-day routine. I really, 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 really look forward to coming up here with you all, because I just really feel like this is what God got me to do. This is my calling. This is everything. Like, when I got this thing, this is the thing that has brought me the most fulfillment. It makes me be joyous. I love connecting with you guys on and off the camera. It's just a whole new life journey for me, and I'm just so glad that God have me as your leader. God have me as this person in your life to speak life into you. It's not an easy task. Okay, I may do it where it's like, Coach, just don't be worried about nothing. Y'all tell me that all the time, and it really just warms my heart, because believe it or not, listen, it'd be hard to get up here and press play, but I won't let that feeling that I may have sometimes stop me from coming. Everybody that your gift is so familiar, you be feeling like, it's not adding value to people. But I want to let you know on tonight, whatever you have to offer, okay, it is valuable. It is needed. It is desired. People gonna pay for it. They're gonna fly out to see you. They're gonna trailblaze a way to get to you. I have had to step outside of my comfort zone to get into circles, to get into rooms, to get in communion, to get with my destiny helpers and my kingdom pushers, okay? It's not easy, but people will do it, all right? So don't sleep on yourself. God told me before I got on, just right before I got on, he told me that he sent me on this video specifically tonight to track his lost souls, okay? Me in London, we was tracking down her phone. The child lost the phone. And to me, I am on the bridge of thinking, okay, you may not be responsible enough for this phone. And she's like, I guarantee you, I just misplace it all the time. And, I don't know if it's my responsibility. And I'm working with her. Girl, this is your phone. It is your responsibility. People pay this bill every month to make sure that you have a way to get into contact with family members just in case there is an emergency. Okay. So I'm trying to work with her with responsibility, with ownership, with keeping up with her things, being more organized, okay? And it's not the easiest task, and it frustrates me to no end, all right? So we hunt down this phone, and I'm like the type of person, I am an investigator, okay? I will find something. I will ask Holy Spirit, lead me to the item, and he did just that. And once we stumbled upon the item, her phone, God say, listen, that's how I need you. Listen, how you was serious about tracking that little girl phone down. That's how I need you to come out here and track these souls down. That's how I need you to get on here and press play to tell my people exactly what I need you to tell them. Get yourself out of the way and tell them what I told you. God said that he's tracking you. He is using the Find My Phone setting in the spirit to come find you. This video, I don't know how it's gonna come about. I don't know who gonna send it to you. I don't know what point in your life you gonna hear it, but God say it's for you, the person watching. Your two eyeballs landed on it and your ears are open. Your spiritual antennas are seeking He said you found it. He been looking for you. You've been lost. Okay. He been having to use define the Blessed Tribe member app. All right. He's saying activate that joker. He been looking for you. You have been lost. You've been in a relationship you just done lost yourself in that relationship. You've been at that job. You've been there 26 years, 5 years, 6 months. Listen, you already changing. You gossiping more. You don't get your steps in. You don't take 10 minutes to stop and come up from that Excel spreadsheet or from that document they got you working on around the clock. You giving all your juices to the job. You don't have nothing else to get the kingdom, your kids, your marriage, your family. They miss you. They've been looking for you just like he been looking for you. People that love you, people that need you. They have been needing you to come up from this situation that you've been in. You've been in them drugs too long. You've been in that bed too long with them people. As R.C. Blake say, you've been in the middle of the bed. Hooping and hollering in the middle of the bed, okay? We all done found ourselves there before. But listen, God say, I don't care where you at, in the middle of the bed, you at the drug house, you somewhere stuffing your face. Listen, you in that relationship, you at that broke down job, you driving that broke down car, you got them broke down family members that keep worrying you to no end. I don't know what it is. Y'all listen. Family members will worry you to death. Literally, stress is the number one killer. Not cancer. Listen, the reason why cancer and stuff gets in your bloodstream is because of stress. Toxic stress will kill you. A lot of people have heart attacks before they even wake up to go to work the next day. Just the stress of it. The coworkers. Listen, don't you be the person getting on folks' nerves, stressing them out, calling them all the time, worrying them with the same problems. Listen, if you gonna keep staying in chaos by yourself and insanity by yourself, dealing with the same man, the same problem, the same everything, and you not trying to change nothing. It's everybody's fault but yours. Stop getting on folks' nerves, because folks got enough stuff going on. You driving them up the wall, okay? You dealing with them family members that's stressing you to no end. You keep giving all you got to the swines. You keep communing with chickens and wondering why you keep coming back up, pecking. Listen, God said he sent me to get you tonight. I feel this with every fiber in me, all right? He is looking for you. He wants you to come home, okay? When you are in trouble, you need to holler out for your daddy. You need to let your soul, let your spirit cry out to your daddy so he can come and rescue you. You have to activate his help. You have to literally say, listen, God, I don't want to be around these people no more. I don't want to work at that job. I don't want to drive that car no more. I don't want to be with this man no more. I want to be by myself. All right. I want to be away from this toxic situation. I want to release these drugs. I want to release this stronghold. I want to put the bottle down. I want to have better. God, rescue me on today. You can say it as we're watching this, as you're watching this video. God, rescue me. That's all you need to say. God just need to know you're ready to get out. Soon as Jonah start tapping from that fish, hollering out front for his daddy allowed the fish to have some sort of indigestion, okay, and spit him up on dry ground. So it's the same analogy. You have to call out to your daddy when you're in trouble. All right. So a lot of us are lost. I know I have been lost. Sometimes even along the journey, I feel like I'm drifting too far this way, and I always be like, self-correct, take inventory of what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, who I'm doing it with, who I got in my circle, how I'm talking, what I'm thinking about. I have to keep an inventory of all these things at all times, all right? Because the moment that you go to sleep, the moment you're not sober, that's when the enemy gonna give you that death blow, and he gonna put you on your butt, on your knees, all right? All of us get there. So wherever you are, God say that you gotta holler out for him so that he can come and get you. This video is a cry for help for you to come and acknowledge that he is Lord over your life, that you don't know the way you've been going. It got you depressed. It got you sprung out. It got your mind doing tricks on you. It got you want to commit suicide. It got you want to turn your back on everybody that care about you. You may be looking at the video now like, Coach Jess, she don't care about me. She just on here to get a coaching session. She just on here for herself. I got plenty of other things I could be doing besides doing what my father tell me to do, but I'm obedient. I'm in line to get everything God got for me. I done already hit my head against the wall. I done already been in relationships with people that treated me bad. I done already been around family members that talked about me like a dog. I done already been around friends that put the knife in my back, pulled it out. I stepped back up forward, let them put it in again. Listen, I done already been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and I write the books in the upcoming seasons. Listen, I got other stuff I could be doing, but God sent me specifically on here tonight, the night that I really was like, God, I done been in the spirit with you too long. I done been chill, Coach Jess, all day. I don't feel like doing it. God say, listen, it's not about you. So you coming out of what you're coming out of, it's not about you. You got kids watching you. You got nieces and nephews watching you. You got uncles and aunties watching you. You got strangers. You got people at your job that hate you, but they admire you. You got people in your community, strangers. They don't even know your name, but it's something about your spirit. Every time they see you, you give them a little hope that God is still alive, that he's coming to give them the answers that they're seeking. People are dependent on you. Your gift is so close to you. You're just like, no, I can just smoke this and it'll be all right. I can just stay in complacency. It'll be all right. They'll be all right. Nobody's really banking on me to do anything for anything to come of my life. The devil is a liar, okay? God would not send me on this video to come and capture you and bring you back into his kingdom if you were not of value, okay? You think that you are not of value, but God say what you have is very valuable, and he needs you to give what you can. Don't be operating out of perfection. Perfection is going to hinder you from making any movement, because your hair ain't gonna be right. You're not gonna be able to speak clearly. You're gonna stutter over your words. You're gonna be watching me thinking you gotta do it like me. You're gonna be watching other coaches thinking you gotta do it like them. God say you bring your own special sauce to the table, okay? Wherever you may be from in the world. I'm from North Carolina, a very, very small town called Warrenton, North Carolina. Very, very tiny. Okay, soon as you blink, it got maybe like 2 stoplights, 1 grocery store. It's very tiny, all right? God will bring people from the tiniest places, the humble spirits, the people who are trusting him. He can trust us to do his will. So just because you're from a small place, God say he's about to take you to a mighty, mighty territory. He's going to use that little bitty gift that he gave you that you think is not going to amount to anything. People have always slept on you. They told you you weren't going to be nothing. You were the least likely to succeed. But God say he going to use the least likely person, which is you, a person who may not be in the best situation. You may not be taking care of your body right now because you don't even know it's valuable. You giving it away to chickens. All right, let me get back to topic. So, all right, he sent me to track you. He's saying that what you're doing is working, so keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Believe me that it's going to work. I can see it working in my own life. You can see the fruit that's coming forth, what I'm doing. Even though you may be making small impacts, keep making those small impacts, because eventually small, consistent impacts is going to equal big gains in God's kingdom, okay? But he needs you to work that muscle. So create time for what's important. You're going to have to schedule out your time, divvy up your time. You're going to have to take a season where you're going to have to actually get lost. God wants you to get lost in his kingdom, get lost in his kingdom communities, get lost in your purpose, get lost with people who want to use what you have that's valuable, that's going to help impact their lives. He wants you to get lost in purpose, okay? So you may have to turn the TV off. You might can't go to every hog killing. You might got to stay at home. You might have to study. You might got to record. You got to make sacrifices in this season. You're going to have to give something. God told me to also tell you guys that it's harvest season. To be in harvest means that you're going to collect and you're going to pick up plants. God said, in order for you to see a plant grow, you got to plant something. So what you're planting, every day you're sowing a little seed. Every time you come back and do a little, you're giving a little sunlight. Every time, the photosynthesis, let's catch up, 5th grade science, all right? Matter of fact, that's like 3rd grade science. You know that a plant needs sunlight, water, and soil in order to grow. So God say every time that you are hitting the target, you're pressing play, you're serving, you're giving, you're using your gift, you're saying no to stuff that don't serve you. Every time you do that, you're putting some more nurture and nutrients into your plant. So in order for you to have a harvest, you got to plant. You got to plant positive things into your spirit, positive things into your mind, positive things into your gift. You're going to have to get some self-development. You're going to have to read your scripture, do some affirmations, do some journaling. Journaling has changed my life, all right? Since I have begun to journal, I may have done like maybe 30 days or less of consistent journaling, of every day writing down exactly what I want my life to look like. Every day I wake up, I'm one step closer to what I wrote down. It's some power in writing down and getting in agreement with what you writing down and make every decision line up with what you wrote down. It's only going to be a matter of time before that thing is in your life. So every day I wake up, and when I get the things that I wrote down, it's natural to me. It's second nature. It's like breathing and blinking. I don't have to hook up to something to do it. It naturally comes, all right? So begin to journal what you really want. And it may change. And you may be thinking, I'm a whole different person. I don't even want the same things I used to want. Stuff that used to feed you and make you happy, it's going to make you disgusting in this next season. God is going to change your taste buds in the spirit for things that you want. People that you desire to have in your life. What actually attracts you to a person. Once you get into purpose and you see what God got for you, it's so much more abundant. You're going to wish all those other things goodbye. I wanted to tell you guys too a relatable story. I had actually let somebody borrow something. Like back in the day, I used to always like borrow my friends' clothes. All right, I just told you I came from a small town. None of us had a whole bunch of money, but everybody wanted to have the freshest J's, the cutest tops, the this and that. And I recently let somebody borrow something, and then I done just got to the place where I'm just ready to let stuff go. So, you know how like you let somebody wear something, it got their smell all in it, they done just made it comfortable, they ain't had no intentions on giving it back. I know y'all can relate to this. You may have let somebody borrow your favorite pan, they done just cooked 25 meals in it, then they want to give it back, or didn't even remind you that they have it. You go walk over their house and you see it. Be like, ain't that my pot? Ain't that my stuff? And you just be like, girl, I just, you have it. You just made it yours. Let somebody borrow a jacket, a coat, a shirt, some earrings, something. You know, this is what we used to do back in the day. We used to let people borrow stuff. Or even now. People may see something you have. Girl, let me borrow that to do this, and I'm going to give it back after my presentation. I promise. The lies that they tell. And eventually you just be like, you know what? I'm not even attached to material things like that anymore. You must need it. The reason why you didn't run it back the same way you came and ran and got it. Same thing. People want to borrow money. They don't want to run it back, but they want to run up there to get it. We all know about that too, okay? So be detached from things, from material things. Be willing to uproot yourself. Be willing to change and pivot. Be willing to let go of anything far as something that's like your favorite thing. God is going to be asking you to give what you can. And some of the things he asks you to give you, it's going to be stuff that means something to you. It's going to be stuff that you're going to be like, ooh. Anything else but that. Anything else but that favorite thing. But God said, you got to be willing to get rid of that thing. You got to be willing. How did he tell me to tell it to you? He said, you got to be willing to give up everything to gain what you deserve. Ooh, when he told me that, I said, all right, you can have it. I don't want it. You're going to start saying no to stuff because you're going to be like, I'm giving that up. I'm giving up that tired, broke down relationship. I'm giving up that, that thing that's running up my credit. I'm giving that up so that I can get what I deserve. Okay. So you're going to have to give a little bit as well in order to receive. Okay. And it's going to feel like you giving up something that you going to need. But if he's telling you to give it up, you don't need it. So be willing to walk away from material things, opportunities that you might have jumped in other seasons. If it ain't got nothing to do with your purpose, you're going to have to let that go. You're going to have to say, I'm going to catch you on the next ride. That means no, I'm not interested. When they say they're going to catch you next time, that means that what you offering is not in alignment with what they got going on. So the same thing with you. People come try to give you something. They try to provide you with an opportunity, a money-making opportunity. It's a good thing, but it's not a God thing. So you're going to have to let that pass. You're going to have to say, not in this season. You're going to have to take an inventory of what season you in, because right now we in the harvest season. We already planted, all right? We are now... Every time we have been consistent in our gift, every time we said no to the bad thing, every time that we've shown up, every time that we have consistently sowed into God's kingdom, tithe and things like that. Listen, we didn't planted the seed. We have flowered it, gave it plenty of sunlight, and now it's time for us to be in a season where we line everything up. Nope, that job opportunity sounds great, but it's not going where I'm going. Oh, that relationship, nope, you are not the person that is going in alignment with what God got for me. God didn't give me clearance to date you. God didn't give me clearance to give you my number. God didn't give me clearance to work at your facility. He didn't give me clearance to partner with you. Nope, I can't sit on the phone with 30 minutes and talk to you because I got to get on here with my blessed tribe. I got to keep it moving and shaking. You're going to have to deny yourself of some things so that you can get everything that you deserve, okay? So God going to be asking you, give it up, and it's going to hurt, cry a little bit, but just move on, okay? So humble yourself. So when you humble yourself, you're going to realize that God only lets you borrow these things, just like your kids, your car, your home, this device I'm on, even this gift. I'm on borrowed time, okay? It's not ours. So what you got to offer, God say, humble yourself. It doesn't belong to you. You can't be out there with that vessel he lending to you, putting drugs in it, putting alcohol in it, doing what you want to do with it, laying in the bed with different souls. You can't do stuff like that. You on borrowed time. You're going to have to give it all up so you can get everything you deserve. God say you owe him an hour, 30 minutes out your day. The whole 24 can't be yours, just like with the tithing. He give you the whole check, 10%. You can get that up. You can get that up. You can give that up. And I know it's hard. I don't know what you believe in, but I'm just telling you what's working for me, okay? So if it's working, keep doing it. So if spending all your money and not doing it 10%, if it's not working, don't keep doing it, okay? So believe in yourself. Your name means something. Somebody recently asked me, would I be willing to co-sign something with my name if I didn't agree with it? And the answer would be absolutely not. My name, Jessica D, the D is very serious, okay? Because it's two of us, Jessica Kearney's out there. No. When I put my name on something, my name means something. I am a queen in a kingdom with my father, okay? It means something. I'm not co-signing on nothing unless it represents what my father represents. And that's the love, peace, camaraderie, joy, happiness, no drama. Listen, it represents having class, having just a standard, sophistication. Listen, I'm going to be representing those things. And if it's not alignment with those things, you can count me out. All right. Back in the day, I would have signed my name real quick on anything just to get the person out of my face. But now, no, I would not be co-signing. So let your name mean something. God say, stop trying to make it perfect. Get started right away. So when he's saying he tracking you down, I don't know where you at, what you doing, what you caught up in. But he said you need to get started on his mission right away. It's urgent. The kingdom needs you. You know, when they tell you to leave an emergency contact number for your kids, it's the same way. Your daddy's saying that he needs your emergency contact number. He's trying to get in contact with the person that can get in contact with you, which is me, getting you this message. Okay, this is an emergency, urgent message. Your daddy looking for you. He needs you to come home, okay? Stop trying to be perfect. You might be on drugs right now. You might be in a toxic relationship right now. Your credit might be toe up. You might be homeless. You might be strung out with diseases in your body. You might be going through a lot, okay? You might be in a place where he gonna need the tracker to find you, okay? Nobody in your family can't reach you. You just too far out there. But he said he sent me today to track you down, okay? He been looking for you, just like I was on hands and knees looking for the phone. Your daddy said he looking for you. He know you in trouble. Call out to him. We all get there, not just you. And that's what the enemy be making you think when you in that position. You be like, man, I'm the only one going through this. Nobody else is going through this. I ain't never seen nobody come out of nothing like this. That's because a lot of people don't want to tell their testimony. And on my channel, I want to normalize saying you ain't got it. Normalize saying that you don't want to do that thing. Normalize saying this relationship is bad and I need help getting out of it. Normalize what's really going on in your life so that when stuff come up, people won't be like, oh my God, I had no idea. That's because a lot of people live fake lives. They live in double lives and they don't want nobody to know the bad stuff. Be quick to say, nope, I'm on my last $20, babe. I can't give it to you. I wish I could come eat dinner with you tonight, but I gotta cook something at home. I gotta eat some noodles tonight. The money just ain't what it need to be this season, right this second. I can't do it. Nope, I can't come. I can't do it. I don't have the gas. I don't have the time. I don't have the spiritual energy. I'm gonna be recording. I got stuff to do. I'm getting a degree. I'm losing the weight. I'm raising the children. I don't have the mental capacity to deal with that. Be honest about what you can and can't do, and you will start living a more happy life, a more fulfilled life, because you don't feel like you have to keep everything up on a tightrope. Nobody's perfect, but a lot of people will not tell you that. They'll tell you that, they was suffering with some after they got out of it. Sometimes people want to see a face that's going through the same thing they're going through. So you're not the only one out there that's been on drugs. You're not the only one out there that's been, doing stuff to your body that you not proud of. You're not the only one that didn't have no money. You're not the only one that has been diagnosed with depression, anxiety, overwhelmed, stress, worry, grief. You're not the only one out there. So don't feel like you're the only one, okay? Stop trying to be perfect. If you needed to be perfect to do what God asked you to do, he'll go find somebody else. He wouldn't be asking you. He know that you're not perfect. He know that your imperfection is how he gonna get the glory off of your life. So the sooner you come up out of that thing and admit, this is a bad thing and I need to stop doing it. I need help. Okay, holler out to your daddy. Your daddy will do more than a video. Your daddy will do more than a pastor. Your daddy will do more than just your parents coming to get you and having an intervention. Your daddy will do more than just a facility or talking to your girlfriends for an hour on the phone. Holler out and talk to an hour with your daddy, okay? He is going to be the person that is going to be tracking you down so that you can do the thing that he needs you to do. And he don't need you to be perfect trying to do it. So small contributions mean a lot. So even if you just do a short or something like that every day, even if you read a scripture every day, even if you just have a stranger and you praying for people on the streets, even if you're just smiling, you're the only person at your job happy to be there. You're the only person in your family that know how to cook. Whatever it is, a small contribution makes big impacts. And it got to be on a consistent basis. So if you're the person God got at that place that's happy, that's optimistic, you excellent, you got good character, you ain't putting your name on no falsified documents, no bad checks. Listen, other people gonna say nope, because Jessica, she don't do stuff like that, and I'm trying to get all the blessings and abundance God been blessing her with. So I'm gonna make the same move she making. I'm not putting my name on that check. Nope, go get somebody else. They're going to bypass their office just like they bypass yours. God only needs one obedient person in a culture to be able to switch up that whole culture. God has used me time and time again, but every time I get so frustrated and I walk away from things when he's been using me to break up a culture. He's been using me to dismantle demonic principalities in this other realm. He's been using me in those ways, but every time I'm like, God, that darkness that's coming against me is too heavy. It's too much. God say, you're the person that's going to be able to break up demonic forces that's been in leadership for a long time. God is using you in a mighty, mighty way. Just like he did with Moses and Joshua, he said he's using you in the same way. You're smart enough. Whatever gifts and talents and strengths and all of that you have, your ability to talk to people, to persuade people, to be kind to people. You just have a gentle spirit about you. God said he's going to use that to get the glory for his kingdom. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be in alignment. All right. You need to give up everything so you can get everything you deserve. He got more for you. Abundance, prosperity, a plan for you to prosper. Okay. A hope in a future. God say he got that for you. He got your healing. He got the way your skin's supposed to look, the way your body's supposed to look, the way your mind's supposed to function, the way you supposed to be able to speak to other people, have emotional intelligence, look people in the face, have confidence, boldness. He got all that for you, but he can't give it to you until you get in alignment, until you give up everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. You're not going to be able to hold on to nothing in the world. Give up everything he asking you to give up to get everything you deserve, okay? So share what you have. Be genuine. and let God speak through you. As this message is going forth, this is God speaking to me. I didn't really know exactly how he wanted me to present it. He told me specifically before I got on tonight, you got to get out of the way. You got to let me use you. And the same thing with you. Just let God use you. Let it flow. Don't be having any type of ego. You can't have an ego and serve your daddy. You're going to have to let that go. Whatever identity you think you got to hold on to, materialistic things you think you got to hold on to, relationships you got to hold on to, you don't need that when you're being used, okay? Let God flow through you. Show your genuine love, your genuine personality. Be authentic. Tell the truth. I'm telling you, when they say the truth will set you free, tell the truth. All right? Tell the truth. Let God flow through you. Keep your eyes on your own life. You know, in school they used to say, keep your eyes on your own paper. I'm going to tell you, keep your eyes on your own life. The enemy has been sending me distraction after distraction after distraction. I've been having to say, listen, I don't even want to see that on my feed. I don't want to hear that. Nope, not answering that phone call. I'm not entertaining that. I'm not reaching out trying to clarify nothing. Let whatever people want to think about you, let it be true. They're going to think, if they don't think that about you, they're going to find something else negative to think about you. They're going to find some flaw about you just to make you look bad, just to make you seem like you're not in alignment with what God asked you to do. The enemy will use anybody. If they foolish enough to be used, the enemy will use them to come and distract you and try to get you off of his divine plan. No, the enemy don't want you to get everything you deserve. He wants you to keep getting everything that the world offering you. And it got you washed up, sad, depressed, bags under your eyes. You're not confident. You're not bold. You're not even getting the finances and the opportunities and the peace that you deserve. You out there just broke, busted, and disgusted, living at the bottom of the barrel. You about to be the rotten apple that's about to spoil all the other apples in the bunch. You know, he just got you out there living like that, and you just like, all right, I'm just sit here, I'm gonna just accept it. No. All right. Ignore all of the foolishness that, like I said, your family gonna be trying to come against you. You're gonna have strangers trying to come up against you, and it's gonna be loud. It's in the spirit. It's like a spiritual alarm. You're going to be able to tap into it the more you get out of foolishness, the more you say no, the more you be by yourself, the more you spend with your daddy, the more you start treating them kids like you got some sense, connecting with your husband, staying out the streets, staying out the bars, putting some clothes on your back. You know, the more you get into alignment with who you really are, the king and queen you really are, you're going to hear this spiritual alarm. You're going to be able to come back to this video. You're going to say, oh, Jessica, I hear the spiritual alarms everywhere I go. When I go to the Waffle House, I hear. When I go to the church house, I hear. When I go get on the plane, I hear. When I talk to strangers, I hear. It's the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit will reveal to you certain truths that other people don't have privy to, okay? So when the spiritual alarm is going off, God say ignore some of the fake alarms. Sometimes when we were in high school, they would have like bomb threats and people would pull the alarm, evacuate the whole school just because they didn't want to finish a test or something silly, angry, walk down the hall, pull the alarm. It's the same thing. The enemy would use a trick like that. He'll have you running here, there, everywhere, up, down, jumping, and you say how high, and you know, it's just foolishness. Ignore that. The enemy will use anybody, anything, any circumstance, any challenge, any sickness, anything to get you from doing what your daddy asked you to do. You're going to have to ignore that in this season because it's coming intense. It's like intensifying. And the reason why it's intensifying is because your small impacts, God is about to take it to another level. He gonna blow on your gifts so bad, it's going to make your family sick. They're not even going to see how he's about to bless you. They're going to be like, you know, why her? He going to bless you so good. They're going to say, listen now, he could have gave us some of that. Why he ain't give me some of that? He knew how hard I was praying and how hard I was working. Your story specifically is going to blow other people's mind. That's why he needs you to hurry up and be tracked down in the spirit. He needs you to hurry up, get your ducks in a row, hurry up and leave the relationship, hurry up and get in alignment, hurry up and find out who your true identity is. Hurry up. He's tracking you tonight. After you see this video, you need to get in alignment. The pressure is on. The urgency is serious, okay? He's trying to use you to break generational curses. He's trying to use you to get your kids out of poverty. He's trying to use you so that you can break the domestic violence, generational curse that's over your family, the poverty that's over your family, the wanting to commit suicide that's underneath your family, the drug addiction, the low depression, low self-esteem, all of these things, anxiety, worration, people worrying themselves to death, sickness, and bad eating habits and physical health habits. He's using you to break all of that. Because once you get into alignment, everything in your life gonna line up. And if it don't line up, you don't need it. If it falls off, you don't need it. All right? So God is wanting to use you in a mighty way. That's why he used me with this video to intensively track you down. All right? Just like I was tracking that phone down, God said he looking for you just like that. When you lose your phone, you lose your mind. When you can't find your phone, you like, oh my goodness, look, all my contacts, all my messages. Hey, listen, 911, you be wanting to call 911 like, come help me find my phone. You be using the apps and everything. Listen, help me find my phone. I need my phone. That's how your daddy said. He needs you in your kingdom like you feel like you need that device in your hand. You need to stay connected to the world. You need to know what the weather going to be like, what time it is. I don't even have nobody contacting me like that. I just be looking at the time. What time is it? I don't even look at the clock on the stove, and now I just go straight to my phone. Let me know where my phone at. Where my phone at? That's how your daddy said he looking for you. How we be looking for these phones. How we be looking for these men. We be calling folks, tracking them down, pulling around the block. Listen. Your daddy said he looking for you. He needs you front and center. He needs you in class. Class is in session. You late for class, okay? So he said, the enemy will make you feel away. Or the enemy will make you feel like you're inadequate and make you feel like, nope, you need to give up. You done enough. Stop. Stay in the bed. You tired. Don't get up. Do them steps. Don't meal prep this week. Girl, don't do no extra. You done enough. That's how the enemy will make you feel away. Like, man, I'm not making no difference. These small impacts, they not building up to do nothing. It's just, that's just how he operate. He wants you to feel like defeated before you even get started good. God say you ain't even got started good and you already ready to give up. Don't listen to that voice, all right? The enemy, those smoking alarms, those distractions, those negative comments, those people that's coming against you, they're designed to make you feel away so that you won't be able to do what he asked you to do. Because he know once he get in your mind and get you all depressed and sad and tired and woe out, you ain't gonna feel like serving God. So he already know how to get you, okay, before you even get started. They're all distractions. Do not fall for the trap. And let's see where we're gonna go here from here. I'm almost done. All right. So he said, trust him in the process. Stay humble. Do a heart check. So when God heals you, once he track you down, he gets you in his kingdom, once you begin to do everything he's asking you to do, once you begin to align your life with his purpose over your life, all of that stuff, he's saying remain humble. That's what he was telling me today. Remember what I needed to hear when I was in that place. The same thing with you. There's going to be people that you're going to have to reach back and help in that situation that you have come out of. Your job is always to reach back and help somebody, okay? Remember what you needed to hear. Remember how broken you were. Remember how low self-esteem you were. Remember how you just let people play all over you. Remember how you used to treat yourself poorly. Remember when you used to settle. Remember when the people, family members told you stuff to your face and it broke your heart. Remember how broken you were in those seasons. So when you get ready to give back to somebody, be humble. Be humble, be genuine, be authentic, be willing to give them a hug, be willing to listen, be willing to let somebody cry, be willing to give somebody $20, give them a ride, give them whatever they need so that they can get to their next level. Be willing to be humble, be willing to be a servant, okay? Remember what you needed to hear in those seasons when you get ready to double back and spin the block and go get somebody else, all right? So you're going to have to be a little gentle and be compassionate and have empathy with people who are still broken. All right. So God is going to use you to go back and get some more people, just like He using me right now. I'm on the other side of low self-esteem. I'm on the other side of not knowing who I am. I'm on the other side of not being in alignment with my gift. I'm on the other side of leaving the toxic, abusive, narcissistic relationship. I'm on the other side of not knowing if I needed to keep life or death inside of my body. I am on the other side of survival. Okay, I'm on the other side of that. I survived all the hell the enemy put in my life, all the obstacles he put in my life to make it where that I couldn't do what God wanted me to do. So now God is using me to come back and track other people down in His kingdom. And it's you. God say He sent me on this video to track you down. You may be thinking it's invaluable. You ain't got nothing to offer. Listen, I don't know what you got to offer, but He say it's urgent. It's urgently needed in His kingdom. People about to die out here in the wilderness waiting on you. Okay? Get in alignment today. It's urgent. Classes in session. He needs you front and center. All right? So, be humble. Check your heart. And give unto man like you're giving to your daddy. So when you're serving these people, when you're serving your gift, when you're giving money, giving time, energy, saying no, setting boundaries, living a life of kingdom, serve God's children like you serving Him, okay? They don't have to pay you. They don't have to respect you. They don't have to do nothing. It's about you doing what your daddy asked you to do. And I know it's going to be rough when they don't need to put a little respect on your name, when they need to respect your authority, when they need to respect you as a leader, being excellent, saying no, coming out of grief, not taking no shortcuts, not taking no money that's not yours, treating family members well when they talk about you like a dog, walking off the job when it's no longer able to coincide with what God asked you to do, the sacrifices you're making, giving up stuff that you want for everything you deserve, getting the degrees, losing the weight, traveling, investing, staying in the house, going ghost, getting off the phone, gossiping, praying early in the morning, recording when you don't feel like it. Listen, you be thinking when you done all that, living that kingdom life, that luxury life, you be like, listen, put some respect on my name. Who was that? That was what was his name? I think his name is Baby. I don't know. Anyway, he was the one that said put some respect on my name. I felt that when he said that. All right. So you're gonna have to show love, give support, and provide guidance. So that's what He's asking you to do. So when He track you down, when the message get to you, get in alignment, let God use you, keep doing the things that's working. It's harvest season. Give what you can. You may be thinking, I ain't got nothing to give. Sometimes I be thinking the same thing, but God say He gonna find something to stir up in you. He gonna bring something along your way, a scripture, a message, a video, a short. He gonna give it through the TV screen. He gonna let you see it on a sign, on the back of a truck. Today I was walking and it said, call this number if you want to know more about Jesus. Listen, He gonna have it on the ground. He gonna let a bird bring it by. God gonna get the message to you one way or another. Now, whether you want 55 different messages to keep coming, I don't know whether He gonna do all that, but He gonna do everything He can to track you down, okay? So I'm hoping that this message really was helpful for you guys. God had told me, just like I was tracking that phone down, that's how He need for me to track His people down. That's how He looking for you in the spirit. This is a call for help. He's saying He wants you back home. He don't care what condition you in. That is one thing about your daddy. He not going to judge you like the world. He going to be compassionate with you. He going to love you. He sent you a coach that's going to be compassionate with you. That's going to love you. That's going to help you. That's going to not judge you. No matter how many sex partners you've had. No matter how much stuff you done stole out of Walmart. No matter how many falsified checks you done. No matter how many court cases you got against you. No matter. He don't care about none of that. He say He tracking you down. He don't care about none of your garbage. God got a way of turning all of your garbage into treasures, into royalty. Everything works out for your good. If you read the scripture, you gotta stand on kingdom business in that way. I'm a part of Stand on Kingdom Business Ministries. Okay, I have joined the membership. I have been a servant. I have been a dedicated servant, okay? I'm standing on kingdom business. I want you to get into the kingdom with me. I can't do it all by myself. I can't create but so many videos in my lifetime. I can't reach everybody. They might say, listen, she too country, her hair too kinky, she too black, she too this, her neck ain't that long. I don't know what they be thinking, but I might not be able to reach who you got to reach. God got X amount of people that's attached to you that you need to go and get. He trying to get you to GPS track them down, use the location. However you deliver your messages, he got stuff out there for you to do. I can't do it all. I need you to come in the kingdom with me. And over here, it may seem like it's a lot of work, which it is, but it's a different type of living. You don't worry. I don't have everything I need all the time, but I don't worry. I don't stress. I don't fuss people out. I don't care if there's an emergency. I don't really care about certain materialistic things. I'm easy to let things go. I have a patient heart. I'm kind to people who don't deserve it. I'm kind to people who may not be in the best position. They don't live the same life I live. I'm still loving those people. I'm patient. I'm generous. I am a person that people look up to for advice, giving sound advice, being good counsel, living a quiet life. Listen, it's not easy, but it's a different type of life in your daddy's kingdom. He got you. I don't care how bad it look. I don't care what folks saying about it. God is backing you when he asks you to do something, okay? All right. I'm going to go because I know I'll keep going on and on. I got to get the girl in the bed, and I got a lot of stuff I need to do. Go to bed myself. Dear Lord Jesus, thank you so much for this message. God, thank you so much for me being able to track your souls down. God, I hope that whoever this message is for, that they receive it, that they embrace it, they digest it, and they actually act on it. God, I thank you so much for using me as a willing vessel. Thank you so much for letting Holy Spirit speak through me tonight. Heal your people, God. Let them be able to be authentic, tell the truth, and shame the devil. God, I just ask that you just continue to give us the courage, give us boldness, give us the ability to fly like eagles that you birthed us to be. God, I just thank you so much for all the kids, everybody that's out traveling on the roads, everybody that's flying in the airplanes, everybody that's going about their day-to-day journeys. God, I ask that we just all be protected in your kingdom. God, I just ask that you just go before your children on today. Give us a supernatural miracle. God, all of the people that are serving you in your kingdom, God, I just ask that you just heal our bodies. Give us abundance. Touch us at the crown of our head all the way down to the soles of our feet, and bless us with the things that we desire and we need. We're giving up everything so we can get everything that we deserve in your kingdom. God, we embrace you on tonight. We're opening up tonight. We're removing the barriers that's inside of us today that's preventing us from receiving everything that you have for us. God, we just ask that you just come into our lives, gut us out, do a supernatural miracle so we'll be able to be brand new and be able to be used in your kingdom so that we can go out and get other people for your kingdom and for your glory. God, we just ask for all these many blessings to be done on tonight. We ask all these many blessings in your name. Amen. All right, Blessed Tribe, I love you guys. If you're brand new here, I'm Coach Jess. I come up here all the time giving motivational mental health messages. God is just using me in a mighty way. I'm just hoping that you guys are receiving the messages and applying them to your own life. I am a life coach, so if you're needing a coach, okay, my link is in the description. So into that, meet with me off camera. Email me if you need anything in particular, got any questions. Subscribe to the channel. Keep coming back up here, okay? Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next video, okay? I love you. I love you. Have a blessed night, and I'll see you again to give you guys another mental health motivational word. I love you. Good night.